Hi guys, it's me, Indiana Jones, and what am I up to today? I'll tell you. We're going to make some vintage, shabby chic, patriotic decor. How's that going to happen? Well, you'll just have to watch. This is part of a special collaboration playlist that is being hosted by Theresa B DIY and Sammie of Unicorn Dust Designs. This is for the brave, and this is going to be celebrating our veterans, especially since Memorial Day weekend is just around the corner. All the proceeds from this video are going to go straight to fisherhouse.org. Fisherhouse.org is a veteran-serving organization that helps veterans and their families in need. So, let's get started. So let's reuse this Dollar Tree Easter sign and make it a shabby chic, patriotic wall decor item. So first thing I'm going to do is just take some scrapbooking paper, scraps literally, and tear them to shred one by one. This was a lot of fun to do because basically all I'm doing is Mod Podging pieces of scrapbooking scrap paper, and I literally found all these little pieces hanging around the house. You know how it is when you're a crafter. You just have things all over the place. So I came up with this little design. It kind of looks like a feather. I didn't want to make it look like a flag per se. And now I'm using some burlap from burlapfabric.com, and I made a little heart. Also took a napkin from Hobby Lobby that I got 90% off on clearance after Christmas, and a bandana from the Dollar Tree, a blue bandana from the Dollar Tree. I thought it was a perfect combination of colors and patterns for this wall decor. But I'm not done yet. We need to embellish it a little more, so I'm going to use these red, white, and blue flowers that I found at the Dollar Tree. The blue has stars in it, and the red and white has stripes. I just thought it was perfect. Then adding some leaves, and voila, I have my patriotic vintage wall decor ready to go. Next, I'm going to make a shabby chic giant tassel. So all I'm doing is letting it rip with this fabric that I got at Hobby Lobby. And it's basically just a napkin that was left over from Christmas time. Now I'm putting together all my fabric, including that light, natural colored burlap from burlapfabric.com for all your burlap needs. Yes, I am obsessed with the burlap that I received from burlapfabric.com. And here I am putting all those pieces together, just those rags. Look how nice it looks. And I'm just keeping it all at one length at the top, and at the bottom it's just a ragged edged tassel. Now I'm using that rope from Dollar Tree. It's a nautical blue and white rope, and I'm literally taking it apart, just separating it just to add a little more texture to my tassel. And at the very top, I'm knotting off that rope and creating a rope rose. And I thought this would be a nice embellishment for this giant tassel. Now you can use this for anything. Put it as wall decor, add it to, I don't know, even, add it to some flowers, anything you like. I just love the textures and the colors, and it just looks so vintagey and kind of romantic too. Hope you like it. Now you can't have shabby chic without having a rag garland. So here I am prepping all of the pieces to start making my rag garland, and I'm using this fabric from Hobby Lobby as well as some wired twine. Now for the next step, I like to sit in my cozy couch and just make my rag garland as I watch one of my favorite vintage old-timey movies. I really enjoy them. This is a perfect Sunday afternoon craft. You can sit outdoors, you can sit on your couch and just relax, because you don't have to think much. You just got to put, just tie them together. And you can tie them in different ways. I like doing it, as I say, like the tie way. I don't know if that makes sense, where I make a loop and then I pass through the two ends through that loop. You can also just knot it and tie it as you would your regular shoe. And here it is, the garland all completed. I think it's so pretty. It'll look really nice on my mantle with all those vintagey colors. Next, I was lucky enough to find this star paper mache kit from Hobby Lobby, and it includes 3 stars in it actually. They're all nested together, and it was only $2 for the whole set. I'm using this vintage looking paper, again from Hobby Lobby. I try to buy them when they are on sale or on clearance. And here I'm just going to decoupage the top of that star with this vintage looking paper. It has postcards on it and antique old writing style. And I was going to cover the whole star, but I actually like the natural color of that paper mache. It just fits in with the nostalgic, vintagey theme of my crafts today. So here I am just finishing with Mod Podge over that paper. Now I'm going to start making a whole bunch of shabby chic flowers. So there's a whole bunch of different techniques to make shabby chic flowers. For this first one, I'm just using some scrap burlap again and some leftovers from that tassel that I made. And all I'm going to do is just like put some glue onto the burlap and circle round and round until I make a type of a rosette. And I have seen this from Theresa at Our Green Acres. She's my shabby chic queen. But I also have to say I'm being influenced as well by Becky at Kind of Shabby. So check them both out if you want some shabby chic ideas beyond those that I have here on my channel. There you go. First rosette. Next, I'm taking some natural burlap. It's probably like 4 inches wide and around 12 inches long. Maybe 18 inches. I don't know, more or less. And all I'm doing is putting on one edge, I'm just putting a quick line of hot glue, and then I'm going to fold it over onto that hot glue and just make sure it's securely fastened there. And then I'm going to start cutting the fringe. Basically, all I'm doing is cutting halfway up to that glue line. And you'll see this is so easy, and it's just like making fringe. You can use it like, actually you can use it just as it is right there. But what I do is I like to roll it up, and it actually creates a different type of shabby chic flower. Before I do that though, I am rough it up. I don't know, what do you want to call it? Just like making it more shabby by just pulling my nails across there. You can use a comb as well. And once again, using a small line of hot glue, I'm going to roll this up, and you'll see how cute this comes out. It's almost like a pom-pom flower. I don't know what you want to call it, but yeah, it kind of looks like a marigold or a pom-pom flower. And all I'm doing is rolling up that one edge, and you'll see how nice it turns out at the very end. And again, shabby chic flowers are so easy to make if you just sit down and take an hour and just try different types of shabby chic flowers. So there's many here to choose from, so you can try for yourself. And there you have it. Once again, just rough it up so it looks really, really shabby, and you see all the, it's so rustic. I love it. Next, I'm going to take a square of burlap fabric, and again, I'm putting a line of hot glue on either end, opposite of each other's. Now this I did see with Becky of Kind of Shabby, and I was kind of impressed. It was very cool. So here I am. I'm going to start pulling out the threading at the parallel to the glue lines that I just made. So the glue lines are right there above and below, and I'm starting at every 5th weft. I guess they're called wefts. And just pull them out and just keep pulling out weft after weft after weft. I don't know, weft. I like the word weft. It sounds something like Elmer Fudd would say. How do you get to the gas station, Elmer? You go up 2 roads and take a weft. Okay, that was a really bad Elmer Fudd, but I hope it made you laugh. Anyway, here I am taking out all those strings or wefts, whatever you want to call it. And then you're going to see, this is like magical. I love this one. Okay, so look, see? Now I'm just left with like threads. It's just like burlap threads or twine, whatever you want to call it. Look at this, people. It's so cool. And it's held together by the glue on either side. Now we're going to fold this over and glue the 2 glue ends. Glue them together. Look at this. Watch this. And then we're going to roll it up, just as I did with the other flower that I just did before this. And look at this. It's magical. It's magical. And then you just, again, rough it up. I forgot to put the glue. I was so excited to see if it worked. And all I do is glue it together and roll it up and rough it out, or fluff it out, I guess. You can fluff it out. And there you have it. And then I thought it would be a cute idea right in the center to put either a button or a pearl, and I found a pearl and I just, oh, it's so perfect. I'm going to make a whole bunch of these in all these different kinds of colors of burlap. Burlap fabric, get ready to send me more colors. I love it. Came out perfect. This next shabby chic flower is courtesy of Dollar Tree bandanas. I love Dollar Tree bandanas because you can use it as a bandana, or you can use it as decor. You can use it as so many different things. I love that bandana style. I don't know. What is that pattern called? Is it called bandana style? What is that? If anybody knows what the name of that pattern is, let me know. Too lazy to look it up on Google. I'm sure I could find it. So here I took 2 layers of this flower design. I mean, I just cut out what I thought looked like a flower. Plus the central piece is a piece of burlap fabric. I just put it in a circle because I figured it's not going to matter. You'll see. And then I tied it at one end at the bottom. I just gathered it, put a button inside, and tied it off with some floss. And now I'm going to add a little red button just for some extra appeal. Now I'm just going to wrap some twine around my fingers and try to make something out of it. No, literally, that was my whole scheme with this. I was like, well, I got some twine. That'll match. What if I wrap it around my fingers, tie it at one end, and maybe that'll look kind of like that burlap flower I just did that was so impressive. I don't know if this is going to be impressive, but I'm going to try it anyway. So here I am just tying it off, and let's see what comes out. So here I am just struggling with it, but look, I mean, I don't know, it looks like something. I figured, you know what, if I could put a cute button in it, maybe I'll pass it off as another flower. I think it'll work. Come on, have some faith in me, guys. So there I am, just putting the button in the middle of what I think should be a flower, and just spreading out those petals, and I think it looks cute. I think it'll work. Now for the moment of truth. Here I am assembling my vintage decor shabby chic star box, and with all these patriotic colors, and it was so much fun just to sit there and put together all of these flowers, and I think it just makes it look truly shabby chic and nostalgic. I hope you do try something of this on your own, because I really just enjoyed making each one of these flowers and using different techniques. And when you put it together in a craft and say, wow, this really does look nice. I loved, of course, the different textures and colors and staying in that vintage color scheme. I did add some white, even though we have some beige and taupe in there, and that's just fine. And here I am closing up the box. I didn't have to add any more on the sides. I think the natural paper mache is perfect. And there you have it. I hope you like it. I think this was the star of the day. I had so much fun making all those shabby chic flowers. I hope you try them too. Thanks again to Theresa B DIY and Sammie of Unicorn Dust Designs for hosting this For the Brave challenge. And most especially, thanks to all of you veterans out there who serve this country so fearlessly. Thanks to the families as well. And please remember that proceeds from this video will be shared and donated actually to fisherhouse.org. So please share this video so the more views I get, the more revenue I make for fisherhouse.org. As I always like to say to my friends when I say goodbye, stay safe, be kind, God bless each and every one of you, and remember to live the adventure. See you again soon. Bye.